All right, episode 42 of the COD is live now. As you can see,
Yeah.
I'm on location right now. I'm moving, headed to a cookout. So, like I said last episode, we are back outside. But I got a special guest for everybody today. I got Jesse 5K in the building, singer and
It
MC from
did.
Chicago. Yes, sir. So let's just get it started off, man, while we see if
Or,
Paul is going to join us or not. But for the people who don't know, who is Jesse 5K? Give the people a background on who you are.
for sure, man. Just 5K, an alien, to some people, you feel me? Rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, model, actor, which is like something I rock with super heavy. And an artist, man, your homie that's the rapper and artist. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like your homie that took a path in life and like really focused on art, like solely. Like that's what I really been doing. Like my damn near, like I just been locked in with that and just trying to give back to the culture, man. Give, what the culture had brought to me. You feel me? Somebody who really truly loves music and trying to push it and progress it forward with sound and lyrics as much as possible. You feel me? Want to be one of the goals. So
yeah.
that's a little introduction to me. What else I like? I like long walks by the beach. You feel me? I like I like candlelit dinners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, I know a little bit of everything that you've been, I guess, involved in, but I didn't know you were acting. Do you have anything out there?
Well, I got some previous prior work. Like I was doing like small independent films with a guy, a director by the name of Alexander King. Kids from Colombia. I went to Colombia for like 2 years, and
Okay, okay.
I was studying acting there. But I dropped. I stopped going because I just started focusing on music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got worked in, did some plays. You know what I'm saying? Arsenic and Old Lace. I did a couple other things. So I did that, but I've been focusing mostly on music. So the biggest things I've been doing pretty much is I've been all through music.
Cool. And recently you did release a new project, probably like a month ago, the
Yes,
ABE
sir.
Volume 1. What
Yep.
does ABE stand for?
Yeah. Another Black experience.
Cool.
And I'm heavy influenced by Outkast. Like me learning how to rap is from, because that's the type of sound I kind of wanted to have and bring to the
Yeah.
people and bring to the culture, like a new age version of that. But you got a lot of other people who do that, who influenced by them a lot too. But another Black experience, that's like a brand for me, and it's like kind of like my story, like another Black experience. So like people look back in the history books, they can like see my story and learn from it. You feel me? And it's just giving renditions and stories of like, from my point of view, meeting people who are not even Black, people who will, just situations that I've been through or I just lived through. You feel me? Like,
Yeah. And it makes sense because, when I was listening to the project, I could definitely hear just that story of another Black experience, right? So even
yeah,
before I knew what the title meant, I can hear that. And one of the first questions I wanted to ask you were, who are your influences? Because from Werkin Swervin, I kind of heard Busta a little bit, and
yeah,
especially with the
bro,
video,
yeah, yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Buster. My pop was like a big hip hop connoisseur. You feel me? So I was able to listen to a lot of music just growing up as a kid, because my dad, all he do was listen to music. And then my friends was musicians and rappers and stuff too. But it's like, Busta Rhymes is definitely in my one of my top influencers as far as flow and visuals, though. Mostly a lot of visuals though. But he was like, listen to his earlier work. You feel me? Like he definitely was on the funk tip, and he was like cool with Missy Elliott. He was part of Leaders of the New School. You feel
yep,
me?
yep.
He's like real historical in the game school. But my biggest influences, like Erykah Badu.
I can
Uh,
hear it.
yeah. Of course, Outkast as a whole. I would say I can't even say just Andre 3000. Like
Yeah,
Outkast as a
yeah,
whole, the whole Dungeon family as a whole is like something I resonated with since a kid. Jay-Z, of course, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, that whole camp with Missy, Timbo, Magoo, Static Major, Aaliyah, Genuine. You know what I'm saying? I love their sound a lot. Which when in the new music, you're gonna hear more of that. You know what I'm saying? Ye for sure. Wayne, of course. Um, I'm trying to see who else. Man, a lot of people, bro. Jimi Hendrix. I try to. At first, I created a home base of what my sound would be, but now I'm like broadening it out. Now I listen to a lot more music because it's like that. I can always use that influence and make like something new out of it.
Yeah. And I feel like so you're definitely from that Soulquarian vibe, that Soulquarian school
Yeah,
of
bro.
sound.
D'Angelo, Prince, or D'Angelo, Badu, yo, that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I heard a little bit of I feel like I also heard a little bit of Kendrick in the flows.
Of course. Yeah,
Yes,
of
sir.
course. Of course TDE. I'm gonna say that because I don't even know why I didn't even say that. But there's like so many people who are influenced. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. It's all Gucci. I feel like Kendrick, of course, though. That whole TDE though, to be honest. TDE, Dreamville, but Kendrick, of course, because I feel like as the new age of rappers that came out and people that was spitting like, something with substance, he's basically like been one of the best ones to do it. And like it's something that's so familiar and close to me. Like he reminded me of me, but like I'm definitely my own person, but like just the way he brings about his thoughts and the way he goes about his cadence and his flow and how he's like you can't consider him like just a conscious rapper because I feel like he's just more so himself and somebody just like everybody else who deals with higher and lower thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. And I appreciate him being honest about that shit. And TE is dope, bro. Like they really like. I would, man. If I was signed with the people, I would definitely like sign like TDE or something like that.
Okay. Put it in the air. Manifest
Yeah,
that.
put it in the air, bro. I definitely would like.
Yeah.
Or somebody that knows how to groom that type of style, or just groom the artist I am. You feel me?
And I feel like aside from the sound, you definitely incorporated some lines from some classics. So like on Werkin Swervin, I hear love to love you, and then on Gray
Yeah,
Skies, I hear my life in the sunshine. So,
yeah, bro.
did you want to like, was that a
Appreciate you.
conscious effort to really like include that in your music?
Always. I probably will always forever do that. I probably will always forever do that because I digest a lot of music, bro. So I learn a lot of things, and sometimes I feel like carrying on those like even like those phrases and stuff is important as a fan of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
sir.
Hove do it a lot with Biggie lyrics.
Yep.
Wayne do it. You know what I'm saying? Three Stacks do it, and it's just like I guess that's just like man putting more into the culture that needed. That's like a part of the tradition. I feel like because some of the melodies is just like stuck in my head and finally being able to get them out, like, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And put them on a track. It's like, I just feel like it's so personal and so personal with the music and the people that listen to it. Like, yeah, like I do my research. I definitely, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
I
a fact
definitely,
because I was listening to the radio just earlier and a Wayne song came on. And I think it was a Lloyd remix or something like that. But his whole verse was kind of a flip of Rakim. So, to have a kid listen to that and then probably think like, oh, this is Wayne. And then they probably grow up a little bit, listen to those lyrics, and then hear probably Rakim or they do some Googles. Then in turn, Wayne is putting them on to his influences.
and that's that's then a part of the goal, bro. It's like paying
Exactly.
homage, you know what I'm saying? Paying homage to the culture, like, which I feel like greats do. And I just learned from it. Like, I always wanted to do that anyway, because I feel like I always wanted to big up my favorite people that made like favorite things that I love. And but like you say, I know what song you're talking about. He was like thinking of a master plan.
Yep.
Now I'm like shorty on my mind. He was
Yes, sir.
crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now I know to cultivate that sound, it's not just you and your influences. You got to have the producers. Who did you work with on this project?
I work with a homie Walls Beats, and that's somebody I met online. I met him on Instagram. I think he sent me a message and asked me like, "Yo, do you working on a project or anything like that?" He sent me a file of beats, and they were so fire. I had him send like 3 more files, bro, zip files.
Okay.
And from there, I just literally tapped in and just made the EP because I made bro. I was supposed to release the EP in 2019, right? 2020.
Yeah.
But the pandemic had hit, and so I was able to finally get it out now. But like I was sitting on that work for a minute. So I worked with him and then my homie Lon, Renzel Wave. He's like a Chicago legend, bro. Like
Okay.
Lon Beats, you know, he worked with them peoples. He works with the Mind. He works with Mick Jenkins. He produces. He also mixes it. He mixed and engineered the project. So Renzel Wave, y'all follow him, bro. He's like, if y'all want some fire beats or just, you know, some good mixing, like he's definitely on that. And then I might have got a beat off YouTube though. I might just throw it out there. I love beats, bro. So I still go on YouTube and see if there's anything out there just to see what's up, just to listen for practice, you know.
No problem with that. I know famously Meek Mill the other day found a Meek Mill type beat and rapped over it and everyone loved it. So, you know, like anywhere you can find the inspiration. And I mean, you know, to your credit as well, you know, working with I guess that list of producers and even finding something on YouTube, everything was very, very cohesive. So I feel like you did achieve your goal that you were going for, because you did at least when I was listening to the project, it sounded like you really did capture a sound or a world that, you know, the listener can go to. You know, it wasn't like you were jumping all over the place. So
yeah, I appreciate that. That's what I was going for. I was trying to, because I'm like I said, I'm influenced by TDE for real, and that was me being able to not share it, but me being able to express that side of me. Because a lot of people used to know me from like, I had a song called Differences, and it was more like Erykah Badu straight lane, you know what I'm saying, type vibe, you know. But it's like, you know, I'm actually, you know, I wanted to just evolve as an artist, you know what I'm saying. I was just evolving as an artist. I wanted to express it in a different way. So like, that's like, you know, just because I want to be able to get at to the people, because like those moments that these artists before me have created for me in life, bro, was so monumental, bro. It's just like, oh man, I want the people to be able to come to my world and then, like, you know what I'm saying, and be able to escape their reality into just listening to my music. And for sure, set a scene and set a movie script, that way they can really, you know, tune in and whatever the music does for them, hopefully it helps them, you know what I'm saying.
And what was the idea behind adding the bonus track, Up in Your Function?
I went through my homie Elliot. He was like, bro, I really fuck with Up in Your Function, bro. You need to just throw that on there as a bonus track, because that's kind of like a little different sound. And I was like, when I made that, I was thinking about Solange. And
okay, I can see it
you
now.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I get home type vibe, like, but how would I do it in my own type vibe, you know? And then just to give people, this is a bonus track, just to give people a feel of the newer sounds that's gonna come out after this EP. You feel me? Like, okay, you can expect this type of feeling, but more progression on it. You know, seeing an evolved version of it that way, like kind of just like phone speeding my people that listen to it. That way, on the next project, you be like, damn, it's giving me this vibe, but also he already gave me a test of this new one, but it's still Fido. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts. So what has the reception been so far? You know, what have you heard from people since it's been out for that month or a month now?
Well, it dropped. When did I drop? I released it. It feel like a month, but it's only been, I think it's been like 4. I dropped it June 8th, so it's been like almost a month now. It's been amazing, bro, to be honest, because it's been overwhelming, like low key, like, because I intended it to be a big project, but this is just the beginning of a lot of music I got coming out, and it's just been overwhelming. People have been saying it's fire. They love the verses, they love the hooks, they love the beats, and then like people that I kind of looked up to giving me like mad respect on it. And I'm just like, okay, like we really on the start to something that really trying to take it to the highest level that you can with it. You know what I'm saying? So people been fucking with it. Like random people that I don't even know hit me up, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, like niggas, folks paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And I like that you said that people that you look up to reached out to you. Just because recently I saw that you did the Rec Shop performance with Vans. And you know, big homie Chicago legend Ad2 was the host, correct?
Yeah, that's definitely the big homie. Like I told him, bro, like he inspired me to really keep on going rapping, or just start rapping. I told him, like, he's like one of the inspirations. Like I wanted to rap because I wanted to rap, but I seen him on MTV too, bro, and he was doing his thing, and I was like, bro, like, that was like adding fuel to the fire where I was already like, bro, let me just chase this full time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that was a minute ago. You know, that just show you how long the journey can be.
Yeah.
Because you know you gotta go through the process. But like add to and Def C, man. Those cats like in Chicago, like if I could start a Chicago award show, they would be like one of the first people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that's necessary. It's a lot of people on the ground, you know, like you. I got introduced to you through Cook Up Cam.
My homie.
You know, yes, sir. Add2, I worked with at Nike when I was still in college, like 2012, things like that. Def C, you know, it's a lot of people I can just keep on listing off, but I feel like there's a lot of people who, you know, to you and me, it's like, oh man, you guys are stars. But like to the outside, you know, we're still like, you know, making our mark and things like that. So definitely, if someone can get that off the ground, if someone can get like a award show thing to just give each other some flowers, I think that's necessary.
Yeah, because we need that, bro. Like, because, you know, we live that lifestyle for real, you know, as artists, you know, and the natural person who just only works 9 to 5 wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't understand. So it's like giving people the flowers in a city who, like, I've seen Add2 probably a lot in my life. And what he was able to, the position that he was in as far as trying to help the people was like something serious, bro. Like, those times really helped the brother. You feel me? And it was like, damn, like, not only is he dope at what he does, but he's like a real guy. One of them guys, him and Def C, man. They like them guys for real. Like, they really be about that shit. And
they're definitely about community and reaching out and helping people.
For real, bro. Like, that's doing that, man, bro. It's like, I'm not gonna say, I'm just trying to put my words in the right place, in the right way. It's just being able to do that for real and pursue your art career for real. It's like, and they real about it though. You know what I'm saying? They like some real ones. And it's like, okay, they doing a damn thing. And it's like, people like that need to get their flowers now and not when they die and stuff.
Exactly. And, you know, speaking on the performance, how did that go?
It was fire.
Because I mean, the backdrop looked great. And when I saw you posted on Instagram, the first thing I thought was, is this a video? Is that green screen? Like before whoever was filming it kind of switched it up. It was really looking like it was a big production. But, you know, seeing that it was at, you know, I guess sponsored or at the Vans store and things like that. How did that go? How did it feel to get back on stage after, you know, lockdown and the pandemic?
That was my first time getting back on stage since lockdown. I've been practicing though, and I just been staying in the zone, but it was amazing because like it was what I was expecting, what this type of stuff I wanted to do now. You know what I'm saying? Being able to release the project, I was like, okay, I really want to do stuff that I really, really want to do, like, and link with the folks. Because it's like, what that does, that open up spaces for people that's coming up underneath me to do the stuff that I already did. You know what I'm saying? And like, that way the ladder keep going up and everybody just keep going up. You feel me? So it was dope, bro. Like the Vans people was cold. The stage was cold. It was another artist there by I think Eon. She was there, and it was dope, bro. Like Slot A was the DJ, bro. I felt back at home, G. Like, yes, I'm on the stage, bro. Like, let me bust these flows very quick instead of just doing it. Well, I'll be recording a lot, but let me continue what I'm supposed to be doing, bro. And that's what it felt like, bro. And it's like, bro, they gave us a free pair of Vans and shit. Like,
okay.
Bro, I got that gear on right now.
Hey, I see you.
Yes, I'm posted up with the gear right now. Like, okay, it was dope.
So they're definitely looking out. It's not just they're trying to, you know, use young people's name or young artists' name. They're definitely looking out and at least giving back. It's not just, you know, come record on stage and give us something out at least. So that's at least good. I like that.
Yeah. No, and that's what it felt like too. It felt like not like what you were just saying, they weren't on it. They just felt like, they were just, you know, damn, they're trying to help people, bro. Like, just trying to put people in position to win. And that's what it felt like. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because I know, you know, earlier when you had mentioned Add2 with MTV2, and, you know, just from a marketing standpoint, you could always kind of leverage those type of names. So, you know, going forward, you could always leverage, I did this with Vans, or, I did this type of show. And,
Yeah.
it could open some doors that might have been closed previously. Which brings me to my next question. Is there anything else as far as live performance wise in the works currently that you can speak on?
Yeah, next month we're planning on throwing like my own show, me and a
Okay.
couple of homies, and I'll be performing music from the EP and also music, unreleased music too. You know
Nice.
what I'm saying? And just really, really, to be honest, really trying to create that experience, like really, really give my people or people that support me or even new people that want to support me, that time to really have that experience with an artist which we love so much. Like we all didn't have that experience with Wayne, Jay-Z, Badu, whoever you look up to, where it's like you followed them on their journey. You know what I'm saying? So it's like next month we're definitely trying to get it bussing. Yeah, you invited, bro.
Thank you.
You know
I'll
what I'm saying?
definitely pull up. I will.
I might
Just
have
let me
Cam
know.
DJ. I got you. I
Okay.
might try to get Cam
Okay.
to DJ on some shit. I gotta hit him up about it.
Yeah.
But
And my bad. I was gonna say, since you mentioned unreleased music, I guess what are the plans for the future? You have, is it singles you're looking at? Is it another EP, or is it a full
yeah,
length? Like
I'm
what's
gonna, I'm
what's the plans
gonna
if you
keep
can
it
speak
brief. I'm
on
gonna
it?
keep it brief. I'm gonna just say all that,
All right. All right.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
surprise y'all. You know what I'm
Cool.
saying? I did. So you seen the Werkin Swervin video, right?
Yes, yes, and
Okay.
that's something that I did have listed on my my question list. So I was trying to find a way to get there.
Yeah.
Brizzy Danks, man, how did you get in contact? Because he really hit that video out of the park.
Yeah, that's my homie. That's like really like Rizzy Danks is somebody who I've stayed in touch with for like since I first met. I met him at a show video at DJ Scully, which is my homie too.
Okay.
And they just some really great people, bro. And like I like the way they do their art. I met Brizzy, bro, at a show I did, and I was doing Coachella Fest, I think. And I met him there, bro. And we just been tight ever since. Like he damn near, bro. Every video I release, bro, I usually go to Brizzy if I want a visual or if I can have him try to collab with a director to edit it at least, you know what I'm saying? If he wasn't able to shoot himself, you know what I'm saying? Try to have him edit it, because he's dope. Like he's a genius. He's a mastermind for real.
Yeah.
It's my
And
guy.
just yeah. My bad. I was gonna say, just for transparency, looking at the video, that was the first time I was introduced to a Brizzy Danks direction or a Brizzy Danks visual. So,
Love.
I really liked it. Like I said, he knocked it out the park. And am I correct in saying he was the first guy in the video, or who is that?
And Blank House, which
Okay.
I'm like co-owner of the music section. Me and
Yeah.
Adia do. We co-own the music department of it. And so we've been like hosting shows and also our own shows. The homie Andrew, bro. He's like a woodsmith and he's an art dealer too, though, but he's dope, bro. He's dope, man. Like he's also another genius himself, man. Him and Rachel, and they both own Blank House, man. They amazing. They're my
Okay.
homies. They're my friends. them,
Cool.
the brothers and sisters. You
Yes,
dig?
sir. And like, just to add another comment on the video, like I said, when I seen it, just listening to the song first, I was like, okay, I can hear a Busta influence. But seeing that video, from the first scene of, your homie, the eyes are popping out, and then
Mm-hmm.
it goes into the screen and it shows you, and you got like, 3 foot long legs or something, and then the legs are,
Yeah, yeah.
it's all that kind of like cartoony, like really animated vibe. So was that something that you told him? I want to keep it light. I want to keep it fun. I want to have this be interesting for people.
That was my initial. That was exactly what I was going for because I was inspired by Buster and Missy Elliott Super Duper Fly
Yeah.
video, and so the scene with me with the long legs and on the grass, that's from Missy Elliott. Like when she said, as I sit on the hill like Lauren, I pick some endo. Me at that part, sitting on the hills like Lauren, that whole little sequence, I definitely like was inspired by that sequence. I wanted to recreate my own stuff because I'm like into Tim Burton and shit too. You feel me?
Okay.
Like
Yes,
I
sir.
like that. Yeah, you feel me? I like
Yeah.
that. I like that type of wacky art, but it's like dope as hell at the same time. And like Missy, that's why I fuck with Missy and Bussey, because it was like black people doing it. You feel me? And Outkast, it was black people doing it, and it was like, and so they did it in a funky ass, soulful, flavorful way that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they didn't have to, act hard or anything. They just were
no,
themselves.
no, it was just was themselves, and that's why a lot of people like me, just even just as an artist, but they feel like I'm just being myself, and like
Yep.
that's big. That's why I do art too, because it's like I'm just being myself, bro. It's like God, like just like God allowing me just to be me, and people fuck
Exactly.
with it. People
Exactly.
fuck with it. You
Exactly.
really like
I got
I
to
rap.
keep asking
And
about, trying to get more exclusives. So, are you shooting any more videos for this project for A.B.E?
yeah, we do actually. I'll let you know that we got Easy Mind, something with Easy Mind. No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna do what kind of video it is. But Easy Mind with featuring a dude who's a singer, neo soul singer and alternative singer. So she has a lot of lanes that she's merging herself. But Easy Mind, which is like number 4 on the EP for that next month.
All right. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I have to ask because as you see, I got the drip on.
Supreme, I
I'm
was just gonna
hey
say
man,
that.
I'm a big streetwear guy. So I got to ask. And I noticed it from the beginning. I reached out to Cam and I said, yo, what is this? How did you get down with Bodega? How did that happen, man?
Oh,
How did that happen?
bruh, my homie Xavier,
Okay.
uh, I think it's Javier. I call him it's like Xavier.
Yeah.
That's my homie though. I call his ass. I just like that's my brother though. I met him through my homie Magic Hat Chris
Nice.
and and he hit me up last minute and see if I wanted to model for Bodega, and I was like, yeah, like bro, I fuck with Bodega. Like
Yeah.
anytime, and when I went to Boston, I went to Bodega, and I tell them niggas I was a rapper and shit. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bro. And I was like, yo, I'm a rapper, bro. Y'all need to just sponsor me, bro. And I ended up doing the photo shoot for him, which is crazy, which is dope. And yeah, bro, I did that shit, bro. And the people there, I met some real great people though, like the photographer, the film crew, bro. They was like fire, bro. Like the Bodega pieces was fire themselves, bro. They had like we was able to like look at like all the new stuff that was coming out and shit like that. It was just dope, like and great quality stitching and great quality, screen print and stuff like that, bro. It's like t-shirts, good quality too. Like I fuck with Bodega. Bodega is like to me, it's like an East Coast how Leaders and Fat Tiger
Yep.
workshop. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, so it was an honor to do that, bro. Like I was geeked. Like the camper in me was geeked. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you feel me? Like I'm like, bro, like, gee, like the camper in me was going crazy. Like, yes, like,
Did you
I
get to
needed that
keep
shit.
any of the clothes?
I did. I got
All
to keep a
right.
couple shirts. I
Wow,
got to
they
keep a couple
blessed you.
shirts.
They blessed
Yeah,
you. They blessed you.
bless me, bro. And I was just saying, like, man, I want some new t-shirts and stuff like that,
Hey.
bro. And shout out to Bodega, man. Like, I love y'all, bro. Y'all keep dropping that fire, bro. Because I definitely support. You feel me?
And recently they just dropped their collab with New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
Um Now this might be a long shot, but did you have any connect there? Did you reach out and say, hey, like, can I get an early chance at these kicks?
I probably could have, but I did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I
No,
wasn't thinking like,
that's good. That's good. Cause me, I would
yeah.
probably overstep the boundary real quick.
Sometimes you gotta ask though. It's like
Exactly.
because it's like we're real people that really love the culture. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So it's like we plan on giving back regardless too. So it's like,
Exactly.
man, bro, like I love it. It's not just because I want to stunt with them, only that, but I really love the stitching. I love what y'all
Yes,
did
sir.
with it.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying? I love what y'all did. I'm a fan. So give me that shit. No, so
Hey, but for real, congrats on all that because I saw it
mm,
on High Snobiety, Hype Beast,
yeah,
all the websites, and I'm like,
I appreciate that. I
that's
appreciate that.
that's 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 homie, that's Jesse and
Yeah.
all these, so that
Bro,
was
and
definitely a
that's
proud
a big
moment.
reason why I do it, bro. Because of like the homies, bro. Like it's a win for me, but it's a win for us. Like,
Yeah,
bro, like and like I want my homies to feel that same way. Like I just like biggest thing why I even do music because I want y'all to feel how I be feeling when I be listening to music. Like, yeah, I want them to go ahead and get a taste of that, man. It's time for us to turn up for real.
And prior to you releasing the project, I saw a lot of black and white photos that you had released on
Yeah,
Instagram. And I'm not sure if you know the homie Mike Bussey.
yeah, that's the
Okay,
homie.
okay, all right, for sure, for sure. I mean, if
Yeah,
you know Cam, you gotta know Bussy. But I,
right, bro.
man, I reached out to Mike and I was like, yo, did you do these photos? Because like I feel like he had like a similar style like recently, so like I'm not a
Yeah.
super photo guy. So he told me the terminology of like, what that was or how you get that type of effect. But I was like,
Mm.
did you do this, man? Because like, you know what I mean? I mean, the pictures just look
Yeah,
good, man. So like, what
appreciate it.
was all that about? Was that for the project, or you were just like, you know what, this is good promo?
Yeah, yeah, that was all of that really though, because it was for the project because I wanted to be able to capture the essence of what what it kind of felt like and what the mode was. Usually I do big colors, but we was gonna simplify it. That way we can concentrate all that into the music, into the art. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like I used to be all over the place a lot as far as my direction with the art.
Yeah,
And this was like being able to simplify it and highlight the things I really wanted to highlight on. You feel me? Which was the lyrics, which was the beat selection, which was the whole total project. You know what I'm saying? Together, inviting people into my world. You know what I'm saying? And giving that piece of culture, in a timestamp, like just like everybody else did, Kendrick and everything. So it's like I I'm like I look up like bro, I'm like a geek with the when it comes to like research and music stuff and artists and shit like that and pictures like Lauryn Hill. I love her pictures. Missy Elliott, D'Angelo, Maxwell. Man, they used to take great pictures of Maxwell. Like the photo shoots that he would do, bro, it would just be like so official and so solidified. It's like you always stepping into their world when you look at their photos, and it's like
exactly.
I always want like iconic photos of me, like I'm saying shot very well. Sometimes it can be random, sometimes it can be well thought out though. But it's like when you're not doing what you're doing, people can look back on that history, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like I'm giving flowers now though, which is cool. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So it's just cool. But it's like I used to go to Barnes and Nobles a lot before COVID, before the pandemic, and I would just pick up old photo books, live magazines, bro. I had like 12 books on the table with me, bro. And I just be
yeah,
flipping through the stuff, reading the
doing your
articles
research.
and like, yeah, bro, like flipping through that shit and like looking at photos and like I used to grab the Andy Warhol book where he just like have all his like Polaroids and shit in there, or just like man, classic iconic photos is just so inspirational, bro. Like, cause it's art. And it's just like me tying all the pieces together. So it's like I want people to be able to save them photos and like maybe have a poster. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
just man, doing my part, bro. God really sent me here to do this. You feel me? Like
yeah.
I just doing my part and just trying my best to be able to get that feeling to the people. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
And I feel like there's a lot of times, when you're working on a project, when you can focus on the music, or you can say, I want this visual to match this, I want this to do that. But a lot of times when you're done with the process and you're kind of like, looking back on what you've already done,
Mm-hmm.
I realize that when you do that process and you look back, you start to realize like, this is the headspace I was in. So, it didn't matter like how
Word.
much planning really goes into it. It all like comes together. So,
Facts, bro.
looking at those pictures and then listening to the project, and it's another black experience. And then going looking back at those pictures, it was like, I don't know if this was like the grand plan, but it all worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, bro. Each thing I work on is like a thing that allows me to grow as a human being, grow as a spirit, grow as an artist, grow as a human being, because like phases of life, you feel me, that you set up in life that you want to learn through.
Yeah.
And like, so this project, like that time serves as a great base for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that and the other things that I did before that too. But it's like I definitely can still offer energy. part of my bag now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a part of the bag now. You know what I'm saying? So like I got a bag of infinite flows and infinite melodies, infinite currency. You know, that's A.B.E Volume 1 is a part of the bag now. So it's a lot of songs that didn't make a cut, a lot of flows that was created through this process, a lot of self-realizations about what I can do, you know what I'm saying, as a musician that helped me, you know, spring forward, even with pictures and stuff. It really just solidifying me like that nigga, you feel me? And not to be on some like cocky Brady shit. It's like stepping out of that fear of showing that, like, you know what I'm saying? To try to make the best of the best quality of stuff you got when you finally step out of that fearful zone. Like, dog, like I can go and I can do the best shit. Let me do it and like stop holding back. It's like when you finally take a step out of your comfort zone and it works, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the creative process coming together is like I can dive in that bag if I want to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, this is amazing. Does that make sense?
No, you're unlocking another level, you know?
I don't know if I was breaking up or not.
No, I heard everything and it was great. You know, it's like you're unlocking a new level.
Because the way that the picture
else.
is stuck on your shit so serious, bro. I was about to share that.
My bad. I can hear you, so the audio works, man. So yeah, man, I like that. I like that, man. Just keep
bro.
unlocking new levels. You know, keep you know the self-realization, actualization, all of that, man. Because all it does is make the next projects better when you keep on building on what you've already learned, you know, in the past with, you know, your other art projects, music projects, video, visuals, acting, all of that. So I definitely understand that. Now, anytime we bring an artist on the COD podcast, before we sign off, we like to end with a song. What would be your choice for a song you want to leave the listeners with?
For my EP?
Yes, sir.
Werkin Swervin.
Okay.
That's like that's like one of my favorite songs in the project, bro. Like,
yes, sir.
I feel like if it definitely fits the cover art too, you know what I'm saying? And like the flow and like, man, 3 years old, I was on the phone, fucking beating the match now. Bitch, mama, like, bro. I was in that motherfucker sliding, you know what I'm saying? Gliding, you feel me? Like for escape, she did.
I got you.
In that motherfucker grooving.
I'll definitely add that to the end of this episode for all the people. And before I get out of here, now that you mentioned the cover art, that's something that I I did want to touch on. Who did that, man? What was the thought process behind that?
My homie Chandler, that I met through my homie Elliot, put me on to him, and we went through a long, lengthy process of picking the cover art, but it was worth it though. The different drawing, different picture, maybe, and then we finally narrowed it down to like what we want. And like I was pretty satisfied with it because like even the color is like very inviting, like it's something different. Like I think it just sets me apart from all the other artists and it's allowed me to be able to do my thing now, you know what I'm saying? And like not just be lost in the crowd, you know.
And you know, merch wise, if you have any ideas for that, you could definitely print up a shirt or something with that print on it. I think that would go crazy.
We got merch coming soon too.
All right.
So I will let y'all know.
Please.
Yo, go to my YouTube page, like and subscribe, bro. We're doing a raffle.
Yes,
the top 5 winners get free merchandise, t-shirts, stickers, you know what I'm saying? It's some dope shit, bro. So like y'all go ahead and do that. Jesse 5K on YouTube, JESSE, you know, 5K on Instagram and Twitter. So man, we just the beginning.
Definitely. Now, one thing, you know, I keep thinking of things, man. I keep thinking of things. but I feel like I didn't ask this. I just glossed over it. You know, on your page, just like a lot of people have like a link tree or like one link that, you know, sends people to a centralized location for everything they have going on. You've got Telly, you know, or you at least have this partnership with Telly. How did that come about?
My homie Elliot, actually, had reached out to them and you know, and was already, I think he already had a relationship with them, but he reached out to them and, you know, set it up where we can, you know, I could put my art on their page, on their domain, and it just brings all the traffic to me. You know, people can buy my merch there. People can view my video and listen to my music all in one place. They won't have to go to a link.
Yeah.
And it takes them off or something. It just goes straight to one source. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. You know, so Telly, shout out to Telly, man. You feel me?
Yes, sir. So, you know, COD Podcast episode 42. We are sitting here live with Jesse 5K. So check down below for the Telly link. Right after this, you are gonna, if you're listening, you're gonna hear the audio for Werkin Swervin. If you are looking at us on YouTube, you'll see that clip. But, you know, once again, shout out Jesse 5K for sitting down with us. And, you know, offline, man, just hit me back on Instagram and let me know about the details for that show that you got coming up or that you are working on. And I will pull up for sure. And, you know, we'll get some more content going, man. And who knows, man, you might hear Jesse 5K on a track with me one day, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It up. It's funky, man. Bro. We can get it smacking.
Yes, sir.
You did.
Thank you, fam. I'm gonna let you get back to your holiday weekend.
Holla, man. Enjoy yours. Peace, family.
Peace.
Damn. I make it dance. Damn. Love to love y'all. We don't fear nobody. Used to ride this stove. Stay away. Used to be nobody when I got back home. Stay away. Wait. Catch your wave. Wait. Fade away. Wait. I might catch your wave. Love to love it, y'all.
3 years old, I was on the phone, fucking the beat in the metronome. Big mama like, how you doing? Do we need hope as a retribution? Said I'ma do it. 3 years old, I was forced to roam like my collie cone home alone. Since some alien predator drones with the seeds of the watermelon, with the Cheeto and prep alone. Just to free my nigga like hallelujah. Fuck the beat like commissary. Pimp the system, prostitution, population, keep producing more pollution. Institution, contribution, regulating evolution. What you do? I wanna know if I get in that beat like hell yeah. Push a little boy, we don't smell yeah. Push a little boy, we don't feel yeah. Rude watch the boy, but they ear that, never fear that. Bitch with a rear back when it comes to the flow. Drop it on in the pot in the water, cooking up that dough. I say, we don't fear nobody. Used to ride the stove. Stay away. Used to be nobody when I got back home. Stay away. Wait. Catch your wave. Wait. Fade away. Lay low. Catch your wave. Love to love it, y'all.